Hey guys, it's Mary, and it is Saturday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern, and that means it is time for a video tutorial. So I'm just going to double check that I'm actually transmitilating over here off to the side. There we go. Looks like everything is working as advertised. I just got through watching the Belmont. Pretty good race. Very, very fast. Way too fast for the length of the race, but Essential Quality did a great job. Hey Debbie, hi Jenny. Appreciate you joining. And hopefully this will not take too long for us tonight so that you can get back to your Saturday evening. Hi Donna, appreciate you joining. So this is the card that I gave you the sneak peek of this morning. And I think it would be awesome as we head into the 4th of July season. Hi Nancy, hi Amy, hi Karen and Faith and Roz and Cindy and everybody. Thank you, Karen. It's good to be back. Not to say that if I was still sitting in Kauai or Maui that I would be upset by that. I'd miss y'all, but I'd figure out a way to, do a live from there. Because, yeah, I would go back right this second. Hey, everybody. All right, so, I really thought this would be, if you had somebody in your family or that you knew that was in the Navy or was going to go in the Navy, I think this would be a fun card, or even just somebody who likes to sail. Very nautical, obviously, and it uses the Sailing Home stamp set and the coordinating smooth sailing dies. And I also played just a little bit with the Stitched with Whimsy. Now, just a thing to remember about this one is this is a die. It's not an embossing folder. So even though it doesn't cut these shapes out, when you use this on your cutting machine, you're going to want to use a die cutting sandwich, okay? Hey, Susan, appreciate you joining. Sylvia, jet lag. Oh my goodness, yes. I think, okay, so I've come up with this rule of thumb. They say that for every time zone that you go through on your travel, you should get a day of jet lag, to recover. But now I've decided that when you're over 50, you should get 2 days for each time zone, because that seems to be what it's taking me. I'm still just wackadoo tired, so it's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have done some pre-cutting as usual, and all of these die cuts will be on my blog tomorrow. My color scheme is Night of Navy, Real Red, White, and 2 levels of gray, Smoky Slate, and Basic Gray. So we're going to start. I have a piece of Simply Elegant Specialty DSP. You can see this is the one that is in grays and embossed gold and silver and copper, but I'm using the non-embossed side because it made more sense. Hey, Daryl. I think, see, Sylvia, I'm onto something, aren't I? I should probably publish a paper. Maybe I could get a grant to study the actual time zone recovery periods when over 50 years old. Now, I mean, when I hit 50, I'm kidding, of course. All right, so that's all I've done there is to just mat it on a piece of Smoky Slate. Then I have a piece of Basic White, and what I used here is the, wait for it. I'm sorry. Hang on a minute, I'll get it so you can see which one I've used here. So this is the Checks and Dots folder. These are mini folders, and one of them is checks, hence the name Checks. And then the other one is, yes, you guessed it, dots. And these are folders that you can use in the mini cutter if you happen to have it, but of course also works in the full size. So I already embossed this in the Checks folder, and I'm just going to adhere it to a piece of Smoky Slate as well. All right, so there we go. It's hard to say whether Smoky Slate and Basic Gray are really 2 different colors. Hi, Joan. Appreciate you joining. Hey, Carolyn and Lisa. Did I buy a Hilo Hattie Moo? I did not, Lori. I did buy a really pretty, gosh, Amy, it's like it's a maxi dress, so it's long, and it's got kind of spaghetti straps, but more like in a halter form, sort of. It's really pretty, and I was really glad I bought it. And it was even on sale and everything. I think that was in Kauai, though, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that was in Kauai. I had to have it. It looked really good. It actually looked pretty good on me. Now, if I keep eating the way I did in Maui and Kauai, it will no longer look good on me, but I'm going to try to avoid that. Trying to get back in the swing. Okay, so I've just adhered that with a little liquid glue, and now it's time to decorate. Miss Mary sneak peeks at her trip products. Oh, you did not, but remind me at the end and I will pull those out and let you look at them if you want to. Okay? All right, so I've done a little pre-cutting, as you might imagine. I have 2 pieces of just plain cardstock. One is in Night of Navy, one is in Real Red. They're both 2 inches by 2 inches square. And what I did before you joined, yes, I think it was kawaii. Thank you. I thought it was pretty too, and I appreciated you helping me persuade myself to buy it and persuade my husband to think it was okay. So I've used this little die from Stitched with Whimsy. It's this one right here. And I just ran both these pieces through the die cutting machine to put just a little bit of interest around them. That is all. Then, using the wheel die in Smooth Sailing, I cut a plain piece of basic white. And on another piece of basic white, I stamped the anchor from Sailing Home in Night of Navy and cut it with its matching die as well. Okay? And now, this is very technical, very hard. Okay, so I hope you're paying very, very close attention. Yes, it does very much look... Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. And so did Wayne, I'm certain. It does look. That's why I thought it would be really good as we go into the 4th of July time frame. Okay, so I'm just cutting some smaller little pieces of dimensional here so that I can pop my wheel up because it's kind of narrow. It's kind of narrow. Okay. And I'll put this piece on too. It doesn't take a whole lot of them, which is good because these little ones, they make my fingers get a little spastic. Let me be sure I'm right size here. I'll cut that down just a little bit because I got a little carried away with the size. You know me. If I can make it bigger, if I can make a dimensional bigger, I will. Okay, and then we'll put this last piece on that I have now lost. Well, it'll show up eventually. Right after I cut another piece. Oh, it's still on here. Duh. All right. So we'll put that right in the middle. I can do that because I'm covering it with a little embellishment. Get out my tweezers. I know, I need to. Now I am going to go ahead and pop this in the middle of my Real Red square. And I'm just kind of eyeballing the center of it. And then I'm going to also pop up my, my anchor on the Night of Navy, and then they will both be adhered to the card front. Easy and peasy. Easy and also, might I just say, peasy. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, I don't actually know why I'm not using my tweezers. I'm not sure because they're sitting right here by me. I'm probably just being a goober, kind of being a dork. What can I say? Like I said, I'm jet lagged. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. I'm jet lagged. So I'm going to get this out because now I feel silly. All right. Now, I thought I would put this like this. And actually, you'd think that's like a really clever design idea, which I'm fully willing to take credit for. But actually, it's just because the anchor looked too big going the other direction. And also, I think most of the time an anchor would go in the water like this. Pretty sure. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, before I put these on the card front, I've got a little bit of the, it's the one in the pets. It's the Pampered Pet twine combination. This is in red and white. And I'm going to use a couple of glue dots to secure this around. Now some of you will be, this is, actually I kind of got the idea for this particular element from the Card Concept Challenge. It's very nautical, and they've got some part of the pillow inspiration in the photos is it's got some red stripes. So I thought I would do that. Where's another glue dot? Glue dot. Oh, glue dot. There we go. And I'm just going straight across, like so. And I'll do a second piece because, you know, if one is good, two is, of course, better. I am actually breaking the even and odd rule here. It should be an odd number, but I liked how the 2 looked instead of going with a third one. So that's what I did. And you have no proof that it was anything but that. Okay? Okay. Sare. Did anybody watch the Belmont? It just ran. That's why I was a little late. It's a pretty good race. I try not to watch, actually, because I don't really like to support the industry, but it's hard not to when you have an ex-jockey in your life. And an ex-jockey whose family is still into racing, it's hard to avoid it. And I'm not going to lie, that horse that won, whose name I've already forgotten, that's how much I've followed it, big, good-looking gray horse. I am partial to a dapple gray horse. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so that is on. And now I'm going to lay out my 2 squares. And I'm just going to tuck this up under here like so. Like that. And then I'm picking this up with my tweezers, so I've got both of them at once. Yeah, I love horses too, which is why I'm not a big fan of the horse racing industry. They tend to come out on the short end of the stick. All right, so here we go. We'll put that on like so. So what I was really kind of looking for here is I didn't want this piece down here to overlap the bottom of the white embossed panel. And then I just wanted it straight. So there's that like so. Okay, now we'll put that aside for just a second. I have a 1 inch, yes, there you go. I have a 1/2 inch wide piece of basic white, and I'm going to stamp thanks on it in real red. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change it up because I want to and because I can, because it's, you know, my card and I have the technology. And I think I'm going to see how it looks in Night of Navy. I think it'll be kind of cool. Always bet on the gray. So, of you people who did anything horsey, or even didn't, how many of you remember the Disney movie, The Horse in the Gray Flannel Suit? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? While you're doing that, I'm going to stamp this. Remember my tip, when you're using a clear stamp, which is to say a not clear stamp, the red rubber, always try to do a test on something that you can see what your alignment is going to be. Why is that? Because this image is only as straight as 1, the engraving of the image on the red rubber, and 2, how well you did putting the sticker on. Now that looked pretty straight to me, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to pull it to me just a little bit. If you can't see it, I'm sorry, but I want to be able to get it sort of straight. Okay, just like that. And while it is, there you go. Well, Joan, I figured it had to be your favorite movie. It certainly was mine too. I grew up wanting a dapple gray horse more than anything. Hence, Dixie Hoss, the gray horse that you rode in Alabama, Joni. I'm pretty sure you rode him. Only bad thing about dapple gray horses is that they white out. And then they just are white. And they're still beautiful, of course, because they're horses, but there's nothing like a dark dapple gray. Aspercell, yes ma'am. I always wanted an Aspercell. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of eyeball cutting off my strip here. And then with my snips, I'm going to cut a banner. To cut a banner with snips, you want to first cut a vertical or a parallel line into your banner and kind of eyeball how far in your snips are going. So just cut like that and then line up from the corner to the end of that cut and do the same on the other side. And you get a pretty reasonable banner. And then do the other side, kind of just eyeball that horizontal cut and then do your diagonals. Like so. Done and done. Okay. Partial to piebalds. Ah, National Velvet, maybe. There you go. Or was he a skew ball? I'm not real sure. I can't really remember. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. Oops. Apparently I got a little carried away and started yakking without making sure that my glue was down. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to pop that over my little ribbon. Thanks, Dee. Thanks, Carol. Appreciate it. Hi, Jerry. Grand Isle, Louisiana, huh? Now, is that south or is that up north in the north part? I'm not real sure where Grand Isle is. Hang on, need a drink. My choice today is watermelon limeade. Nice. Okay. Mostly because it's nighttime, and if I drink my Diet Mountain Dew now, I'll be up until, you know, God knows when. Mr. Ed. Yeah. All right, and then I'm just going to line that up on my ribbon and place it on like so. So what do you think about that? I don't know, it's hard to say. I kind of like the blue better, don't you? Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do. Okay, so now I'm just going to put one last little doohickey-doo on here. Now, unless you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you are not technically allowed to use the term doohickey-doo. What you have to use is gold metallic pearl. Okay? Doohickey-doo is only for demonstrators. I mean, I can help you be a demonstrator if that's what you want, so that you can use technical terms like that. But right now, unless you are one, you cannot use it. Okay, and so there's that. And that is all I'm putting on there, except I think I will put some more doohickeys on the sentiment. Because I have them. They're sitting here going, use me, use me. And it's kind of crying out for something, right? Alright, we'll put one there. And let's see if I can pull another one off of there. And one here. There. Alright, and that is the card front. Yeah, I think the blue is better. I do like it a little better, a little contrast. Okay, for the inside, I am going to just put the sailboat, and I'm going to put him in Night of Navy. Right after I find my Night of Navy. Wait a minute. You know, I'm just going to say this is happening to me more and more. I can see the gray. I just used it, right? I mean, it was like right here. And I very carefully closed it. Oh, look at that. I'm so used to never putting anything away. Yeah. The DSP is the Simply Elegant DSP. And it's the one that has the pretty embossing on one side and the not embossing on the other side. So, what kind of an unexpected choice, but I like how it looks. All right, now I'm going to stamp this in the bottom corner. This is the smaller of the sailboat images. And while I have that out, let me just pull out my envelope and do the same. Remember, with dark colors like the Night of Navy and even the Real Red, you kind of want to give it a second. Don't rub your finger over it right away, because it does, the darker pigments take a little longer to dry. Okay, so now, look at this. I'm going to put my ink pad away. Cray cray. That's just cray cray. I'm just saying. And Amy's husband told me I could not use cray cray because I am not a snowflake millennial. So, yeah, I just used it. That's good. I'm glad to know I'm not alone in my losing of everything while I am making a card. Okay, so I'm gonna, these little seagull doohickey guys are also from the Sailing Home set, and I am just stamping them above the sailboat in Smoky Slate, and I will repeat it on my envelope. There we go. And I'll set that aside. And then all I have to do is some assemblage and we'll be done, scare. And then I will step out of I'll step to the other side of the room and grab the stuff that I brought with me from Maui if you want to see it, the new things from the new catalog. I might even have the new catalog handy to show you the cover. That's all I can show. That's all I can show. Beth Ann, you should get this. It's a really fun set. It's a great masculine set. Yeah, for sure. Just scared myself because I ran my finger over that sailboat and I was like, ah, what if it's not quite dry? Ah! I did. I actually screamed like a little girl right inside my head. Okay. And we're going to put this in a basic gray card base. And then I'm going to pop the card front on with dimensionals because that's how I roll. And that's going to be it. We'll just put a little bit of DSP on the envelope flap and be ready to go. Oops, got to cut. Got to cut. Got to cut my little dimensionales. And there we go. And I'm still out. Jiminy Christmas. All right, where's another little strip? Come here, strips. Come here, strips. All right. Here we go. Y'all, there is, let's see, what is today? Today is the 5th. There are only 9 more days of the amazing ordering special. You know, getting an extra $25 in Stampin' rewards on top of the $25 you would already earn for a $250 order or workshop is pretty stinking awesome. $50 is a lot of money to spend. So you can do an individual order or get in touch with me, and if you and a couple of friends want to go in, they can, I'll make you a host code of your very own, and you can give it to all of your friends, and they can help you earn some free goodies while getting some free things of their own. So let me know if you'd like to do that. Okay, so there's the card. Let me go ahead and put my DSP on the envelope flap. Does Finny stay close by? He is out in the other room sleeping. He gets over stuff pretty quick. He's a pretty roll with the punches, roll with the flow kind of guy. But he's pretty nearby. But it's interesting how quickly he went right back into the routine. He's a smart boy. He may be staying away from me because every time I see him, I try to brush out the god-awful knots that he now has in every part of his body. That is on his... He doesn't like that at all. No matter how gentle I am, he doesn't like it. And so he kind of avoids me because he knows I'm going to do it. It's going to have to happen here one of these days. But we're both kind of putting it off because we don't want to. We don't want to. Okay. And then I'll just trim that like so. And there is our card. Look at that. Same card, a little bit different. You could make it however you like. And all ready for the 4th of July to thank a military person, especially if you happen to have a Navy military guy or gal in your family. This would be parfait. Is he shedding? Well, what happened, Lori, is he swam every day at the Pet Paradise. And between that and the fact that I think he probably blew a coat while we were there, while we were gone, he is matted like crazy. All right, hang on just a second, and I'm going to grab my new catalog stuff. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let's see what I got here. I have a whole stack of stuff. Let me see if this is really that stuff. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let me put it over here. And let me move this. Oh, let me get my darn chair out the way. Or in the way, or move it. I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. So first off, here is all I can show you of the new catalog, which is only the outside. And I think I could probably show you the back. Yes, there's the back. So you can see there's a DSP. And no, I don't think you can buy pine cones. And you can see some ribbon and a very beautiful die cut and some pine cones and some more DSP. Ooh. All right, now let's see what I got. The first thing here, and I'm going to open it here for the first time with you. This is called Gingerbread and Peppermint 6x6 DSP. Can I tell you how many pages? Well, sure. Let me look. Do you want it including the back page with the legal jargon? No. There are 78 pages. So it's like a mini on steroids. It's a little bit big. Okay, so here we go. This is a 6x6 set, which I personally love. The 6x6s, there's, in this particular one, there are 48 sheets. So that's going to be 12 designs, front and back, and you're going to get 4 each of them. Now, I will be doing a paper share, so you'll be wanting to watch for that. This catalog will come out the first part of August, so I'll start advertising that probably the first part of July. All right, there we go. Yes, this is fun, and not sure, but this looks suspiciously like there could be dies that would cut those trees out. I mean, if I was making this set, I would make that with dies that would cut those trees out. Oh, and maybe they cut some bells and ornaments. Let's see what we got that I missed here. I like the color combination. It's cinnamon cider, early espresso, old olive, and real red. So this is a really nice Christmas set. Really nice. All right, and now look. Wait a minute. Off to the side here, I'm going to sneakily look and see if I can give you any kind of hints about what's coming with that. Oh, oh. Nope. No, I can't tell you. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think you're gonna like it. I do. Yeah, I really do. How was that for a teaser? All right, let's see. I had another one that was, okay, so here is one called Christmas Season. And that one is going to be, that's a photopolymer set. And let me see where that one's at so that I can show you all of the things. I can tell you all of the things about this. All of the things that I can tell you. Okay, I can tell you that this is going to have a die set. And it's a die set that I do believe you'll probably like. In fact, no, I do not have it. But it does have a die set, and it's going to cut these images. So there we go. All right, this is going to be a good one. These are going to be 2 steps, so you're going to stamp both of these images to create dimension. You got your leaves and your pine cones, some pine boughs. It's going to be nice. Okay, so there's that. We have a real fun new background stamp. I don't know about y'all, but I like background stamps, and candy canes is particularly amusing. Remember, you're going to want to use your Stamparatus with this. I think you will be much happier if you do that. Okay, so candy canes on it, like white on rice. All right, let's see, what else have we got? Let's see. Okay, I have Heartfelt Wishes. Now, one of these was a bundle, so hang on and let me find that for you. Okay, seasonal label dies. I have that one. That's this, and this, the seasonal label dies are actually, they're an a la carte, I think. Except that, no, you know what it is? It actually, I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm not real used to this yet. This die set, seasonal labels dies, is what goes with the Christmas season. So this is going to be a bundle. So you're going to get some labels. You're going to get a pine cone to cut and some of the holly, and several labels, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentiment labels, which is going to be kind of handy because you're going to want to put this with a sentiment stamp set. All right? Yes, that's correct. What Amy said is right, Lori. You're going to get one automatically. All right, so there's that. Then we have the Cling stamp set with Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Much Gratitude, Sending Love, Cheers, And then some inside ones to you and yours. This wondrous season, Heartfelt Wishes from our family, and a Happy New Year. So hang on a second, I'll see what goes with that. Just a minute. Just a minute. Now, I would like to tell you that if I had known I was going to do this, I would be way more prepared. But those of you who knew me and know me know that the likelihood of that is extraordinarily small. I would be just as flaily as I am right this second. But I can tell you, you're going to like the catalog. I'm just saying, you're going to like the catalog. Oh, there it is. Okay, page 57. So when you get your catalog, you'll find this one on page 57. And do you guys remember Heartwarming Hugs? That's a designer series paper that was a Christmas paper a few catalogs back. And it is back in this new catalog as well. So that is kind of cool also. It is kind of cool also. All right, now I've also got, look at this one. This is part of the set that went with the stamp that I've lost. The stamp that I've lost now. Yeah. No. All right, let me look back here. Oh, actually, this is part of the Gingerbread and Peppermint set. So it is going to coordinate with a stamp set. And you are going to be able to make pillow boxes with it with a pretty scalloped edge. So this will be fun for giving treats at Christmas time. Alrighty? Hey Holly, appreciate you joining. Okay, so let's go ahead and look. I've got another couple of things. This is some new foil. This is silver foil specialty pack. And when I first saw it as one of our pillow gifts, I was like, wait, what? More foil? But wait until you see what it is. Look, it's all silver, but you can really see, I think, let me stand up so, there you go. Can you see the difference in the silvers? This one is a very matte finish. This one is very shiny. And this one is even a pewter, and it's got the brushes lines in it. So this is pretty. So you're going to get all 3 sheets of this in the silver foil specialty pack. Cool, right? All right. Now, the next DSP is called Painted Christmas, and it's got the usual suspects for colors. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. I haven't even opened this up yet. See what restraint I was using? Okay. Yeah, Sue, it is a beautiful font in there. All right, so this is a normal 12 by 12 DSP pack, which means you're going to get 2 of each sheet, and each sheet is going to have a double design on it. You can see this is very much pine cones and pine boughs and berries. Pretty. I like this. That's nice. Can you see that that's holly on there, kind of a watercolory thing? So when y'all get this, you're going to notice it's got some faded areas, and that's on purpose. They've done that on purpose to give it a watercolor look. All pine cones all the time. Yay, pine cones! Ooh, that's pretty. And then one last one. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. There's more than there's 2 last ones. 2 last ones. That's pretty. Ooh, that's wild. Those are like berries or something, or ornaments, or something like that. So this one is fun. I love some of these designs in here are really, really gorgeous. All right, yes, Holly, this is my kind of paper too. Yes, ma'am. All right, I have one more thing, I think. Oh, I have some ribbon. Here is, this is Real Red ruched mini ruffled ribbon, so you can see it's got ruffles. We had another ribbon like this before, and it is back. And then we have one more that I do think you guys are gonna like. It's called Sweet Stockings. And hang on, I do want to look it up because I want to tell you what is with this, because it's really fun. Amy and I oohed, and we also awed when we saw it. because it is really cute. I wish I could show you, but I can't. So there is a stamp set called Sweet Little Stockings and a matching die called Stockings. Clever. And it has puppies and kittens, and they're cute. And it's got fun little sentiments like Santa Paws is coming to town. It's very cute. You're gonna really like it. And now look at the DSP that goes with it. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. How cute is that? That is the cutest golden retriever ever, wrapped in Christmas lights. And you can see it's got cherry cobbler. This guy's in their stockings. How adorable. Yes, this means it is time for Christmas cards soon. Very, very soon. Let me check something here. Because I wanted to see, I think you're going to be able to cut, you may be able to cut some of these DSP shapes, but you can certainly cut all of the images in the stamp set. That's going to be really handy. Look at this guy. Look at that face. I cannot believe you put moose ears on me. Reindeer antlers. Oh my gosh. Do that to the dog, not to the cat. Faith, I knew you would love this one. I knew it. I just knew it. All the stockings, these you can cut with the dies. I'm certain of it. I am certain of it. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Let's see, what green is that we've got going here? What green is that? Where did my green go? Yeah, Evening Evergreen. Perfect. Love it. And then look at this. Corgis, anybody? Anybody a corgi person? Corgi person with a Santa beard, wearing a Santa beard, and a crouching cat getting ready to kill a Christmas tree ornament. How many of you who have cats has ever had to put your tree back up? I had to do it 5 times one year. Yep, it was crazy. You know what? By the 3rd time, it doesn't look anything like it did when you first decorated it. I'm just saying. So here's my tip. It's not a stamping tip, but it's a tip. If you have a Christmas tree and you have a cat, you can take some fishing line and tie it to the top of the tree and then hook it to a hook or a nail or like a cup hook or something that you put in the ceiling above it. I learned that. Of course, I didn't do it until they had knocked it down 5 times, and then I did it. So there you go. That is what I brought home, which should give you a pretty good idea that this is a very, very cool catalog, and you are going to like it. So I will have a paper share. I'm certain I'll put special bundles together of some sort, so be watching for those if you like those kinds of things. And I hope you've enjoyed the look. I know it was terribly disjointed, but there you have it. All right. So I appreciate you spending part of your evening with me. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully I will see you next Thursday for my YouTube live. All right. See you guys. Thanks, and bye.